What's up, y'all? This is Critic, and today I'm going to do a review on the first episode of season 2 of The Last of Us. Now, I've been excited for this series since, a couple years ago when season 1 happened. I thought season 1 was amazing. I love Bella Ramsey's performance as Ellie. I love Pedro Pascal's performance as Joel. That was one of the best video game adaptations I've ever seen. And even to some extent improve it a little bit, with the Bill and Frank episode, giving them more to do. Yeah, it was just an amazing season, and I was so excited. But the reason why I was so excited for the Last of Us series was because of part 2. Now, if you haven't played the game, The Last of Us Part 2 is very controversial, especially with their decisions the creators made with Joel, with Ellie. And I can't get more into it without spoiling it, so I won't say anything. But yeah, it is a very controversial game, but I love the game because here's what I will say. This is a revenge story. And not the type of a revenge story that will satisfy you, but a revenge story to understand, like, it's all about perspective and the way you handle that perspective. Everybody is a hero in their eyes, but they're also seen as a villain from other people's eyes. And that's what this story is mainly about. Now, with the episode tonight, we start off with where we left off at the first season, with Joel telling Ellie the truth about what happened, quote unquote, at the hospital.
Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
And we starting off right at the end of season 1. And Ellie's being like, okay. And then she leaves. That was the cold opening, which I was surprised by. But the real eye-opener was that we see Abby at the graveyard site. We starting off? Let me shut up.
Ed has a brother who runs an outfit in Seattle. A guy named Isaac. Supposedly he'd take us all in.
Not until we find Joel.
Oh, shit. See, this is tough because I played the game and I don't want to go too crazy. So I'll just say this is different than what they did with the game. I'll just say that. Wow, okay. This is where we're starting off at.
Anyone.
Showing all the Fireflies that died from what happened at the hospital. Not only do we see Abby, we see Owen, we see Nora, we see her whole crew there talking about what just happened at the hospital, and her basically want her op Joel to suffer slowly, as she said. And I thought that was a great choice to start off with Abby. Now, I understand people are going to have some complaints about it. Like every adaptation, there's always a complaint. I'll just say that was a good decision for TV purposes, and you need that for the show. I'll just say that. Then we get to Ellie, and when we first see her, she's doing fight training. What's this? This nigga big as fuck. Okay, Ellie. You trying something? I don't know what it is. What you trying? Oh shit! She look like Black Widow. Who taught you how to fight like that, Ellie? Jeez. Like she's a professional combatter or something like that. Like, whoa, you start off giving this humongous dude a headlock, a crippled crossface. Like, that was crazy, bro. And I like that they established that Ellie has been fighting. She been putting in work for the past 5 years, protecting herself, learning how to use a gun with Tommy, and then doing fight training with our new guy, Jesse, who in the game is very charismatic and is one of the best parts of The Last of Us Part 2. One of the good additions to The Last of Us Part 2. We see Dina, played by Isabella Merced, and let me just say she does a fantastic job playing this character. Dina is like the most loving person in series. She's always on Ellie's side, and her and Ellie go hand in hand. But what I've never seen in the game was that we start off with her talking to Joel. And Joel, man, he's getting old, bro. You see him with the glasses. He's fixing things. He looks like the fixer from Pinocchio that be fixing Pinocchio. Like, it's just sad seeing him being so old. Man, Joel turned to an old man, bro. Look at him. I never seen him wear glasses in the first season. When did he start wearing glasses, man? That's how you know you old. You just start wearing glasses and you can't see shit. And it's like the more days go by, the more weaker he gets. I'm not saying he weak because he old, but I'm just saying, I'm just thinking this because I just rewatched the first season, and he revealed to Tommy when they finally meet each other in like episode 7, I think, that he's getting old. He's not moving like he once did. He's making more mistakes, and it's killing him inside. And you see that not only in this certain scene with Dina, but you seen that throughout the whole episode. He's in therapy sessions. He's having issues with Ellie because you're going to assume what happened at the hospital in Seattle. Like, he's going through all these things. And I think the best scene in this show was Joel's scene with Catherine O'Hara as this therapist. You know, Catherine O'Hara talking about her issues and revealing that Joel killed somebody who she loved, Eugene. Now, to be honest, I don't remember much about Eugene. I heard his name before in the game, but I guess they're gonna get some more context to the show and put him more into the story, I'm assuming. So we'll see what happens there in the future episodes. The reason why she revealed that was because she was tired of the lies that Joel kept bringing up during their sessions, saying, oh, it's not my fault that these things happen. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I am a good person, which he's trying to convince her, saying, oh, Dina looks up to me. She likes what I do. I don't understand why Ellie's not understanding what I'm trying to do, when he know exactly what he did, and he, for some reason, is scared to reveal it. Now, don't reveal what happened with Ellie with, you know, a therapist who already has some vendetta against you. But still, like, you have all these feelings wrapped up inside. You have to tell somebody, you know? Like, you gotta talk to Ellie in some way. And what she tried to do, but, you know, Ellie is just standoffish. She's just tired of the bullshit and just want to move on with her day. And while that's happening, we see Ellie and Dina, you know, talking to each other. They have tremendous chemistry. I already feel that right off the bat. And you can see that they're more than just friends. They obviously had some feelings towards each other. Dina just risen up Ellie, saying, oh, did you I see you talking to that girl, you gonna go back with her? Or at the party, she like, oh, all the guys are jealous. They jealous that you with me dancing, you know, doing all this. I'm just like, oh, this is kind of cute. I ain't gonna hold you. it was a good scene. There's a plethora of good scenes in this show, man. In this episode, it just makes me happy and warm inside. They put in all these happy moments that was in the game in this episode, you know, softening us up, saying, oh, okay, Ellie's growing up, kind of. She's still a little bit immature, but she's growing up still, you know, learning how to fight, knowing how to use a gun, being responsible for herself, knowing that she's immune. She gotta be, you know, less outlandish and be a little bit more careful with what she's doing, even though she's immune. We finally see this creepy ass stalker, a new type of zombie that lures people in and is, obviously it's a little bit smarter than the clickers and the regular zombies that we see last season. Oh, it's not Boulder or Clicker. Don't follow it! Right behind you, man. Ah! That's crazy. I used to hate these zombies, man. It'd be hard to kill because they quick as hell. And they're creepy creepy as hell, dog. They'll lure you in. They don't even do like clicking sounds. It's more of like a human begging to stop themselves, but they can't because of the fungus disease that they have inside them. And so we see that, and that was a great scene of Ellie and the stalker going against each other. And it was scary because the stalkers are smart and will lure you in and will come at you if they had the opportunity to. And there's a scene, you know, going back to the dinner scene, or going back to the dancing scene, mind you, of Ellie and Dina, you know, being cute with each other, being romantic, kissing and all that. You had this guy who's being homophobic saying, "Oh, this is a family place."
I think they should be terrified of you.
Go for the kiss, Ellie. Go for the kiss, Ellie. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's a family event.
Oh,
Sorry.
Here he go. Here he go, bro. Move your ass out.
In a church.
Oh shit. That was crazy, bro. You just gonna say that to them? Man, still homophobia in the zombie apocalypse. That's nuts. Say what he said, and then Joel just come in pushing him. Then Ellie, you know, gets upset saying, "I don't need your help." Yada yada yada. And Joel's like, all right, you're right. I'm just like, damn, Joel, damn. Y'all gotta talk this out. Y'all have to. Then you see Joel with his guitar fixing up the strings. Ellie comes in. She come outside the party, sees Joel in the porch. Ellie walks past. Now surprised by that. Ellie walks past. Now surprised by that because I thought, oh, they was gonna talk to each other, but apparently that didn't happen. So after that, we see kids playing with fireworks. They're leaving the fireworks on the ground, and while the fireworks are on the ground, the tendrils are moving. And I was creeped out by that because it's like, oh shoot, it's in Jackson. Why? And then it was a warning for what's to come, because we finally see Abby, Owen, Nora, this whole crew come by Jackson, and that's how the episode ended. I thought this episode is off to a great start. Already sets up the tone with Ellie, introduces to Dina, also introduces to Jesse and what he means to Ellie and Dina, showing Jesse's charisma and, you know, leadership that he has because he's a few years older than them. Showing what Joel's going through and what he's holding up inside. Also, by the way, they show a council and Tommy's part of that council. In the game, he is not part of a council. So I'm kind of glad that they gave Tommy more to do, even though he does a lot in part 2. They giving him more things to do when it comes to Jackson and why he's so important to that town. And also, he has a kid. He ain't have no kid in the game. Even Marlene has a kid. I was like, oh snap, this is crazy. And then Marlene and Tommy's kid, you know, playing with Joel. It was like, oh, that hits me because Joel had a Sarah in the first season, and then Joel just seeing Tommy having his own family. It's like, damn, I used to be like that. I know that's how he felt inside. I know that's how he felt. But yeah, this episode was great. I love this series, man. They need to leave Bella Ramsey alone. I think she's doing a good job, and there's a purpose to why they're showing her immaturity and unlikability to a few people in the first episode. There's a point to all that, which we'll find out in the future episodes. So yeah, they off to a great start. I'm like what I'm seeing, and this was great. Can't wait to do this second episode next week. So peace, y'all.